Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Well, this is going to be the 19th video on Next.js tutorial, and in this video we will be learning about registering a user. So for that we'll just go to Visual Studio, and on the home page let's open up our home page. So home page will be this one. So inside the home page, let's create two buttons. First of all, I'm just going to create a section with 100% and height 100%, and here w100 div dot container div dot row div dot call lg5 dot call md10 call sm12 dot call 12 dot mx auto to put it in center. And now let's write h1 dot text center. Welcome to Next.js app. All right, so I think it's not taking up the height, 100% height. Let's check this out. So we'll go to nav and then we'll go to section height 100%. All right, no problem. What we will do is we'll just check the height of the nav bar. So it's 56.8 pixels. So let's create a class rem edge, so that is remaining height, and here it will be height will be cal c 100 vh minus 56.8 pixel, and we'll just put rem height, and I think this will be now. All right, it's taking the remaining height, and just give me a quick moment. All right, so rem height is what we want. Cool. Now let's just put deflex and deflex and deflex justify content center and align items center. All right, welcome to Next.js app, and now we'll create a div.mt4. We create two buttons. So link href equals to one will be, let's say, login, and here we'll write login and make it a button, class name btn warning, and another one will be, let's say, it will be link href is equals to, so it will be user registration. So we have already created a folder here, so it will be slash user registration register, and we'll make it a button, class name btn, let's say danger. All right, and we'll just make it deflex and justify content around. Oh, I think we'll have to make it w100 All right, login and register. Okay, cool. Or we can also do one thing, justify content. We can say center and align items center, and then we can just put margin start, let's say 5. It's too much. Let's say 3. Okay, it's fine now. So we have two buttons over here, login and register. So we are now going to learn about registering a user. So we'll go to the user registration page, and let's open up this page, and let's say we'll just copy the format from another page. All right, this is the one. And we'll just remove everything from here. Remove the table. And let's say it's 6, 12. All right, that would be fine. And h4 dot text center user registration. Now let's create a component that would be the registration form. So user reg form dot jsx, it would be a client component. So use client export default function user reg form return, and this user reg form will be called here user reg form. We've got it here, and we'll just create the form now. So form dot, let's remove the action. Class name will be, let's say, pg lite. Padding will be, let's say, 4, and padding 4, let's say there would be a border and it would be rounded. Cool. Now margin top 4. Fine now. So for the user registration, let's suppose we are going to use 4 data. First one is first name, last name, email, and password. So input text dot form control, input text dot form control, and input text dot form control. All right, let's put it like this. Placeholder will be first name, and let's make it required, and we'll just make it an input group, and we'll create the last name input field. All right, first name, last name, and then there would be an email, div.mt4, let's say type is equals to email, enter email or username. So let's make it email, and well, form is too big. Let's make it small. So instead of 6, make it 5 and call MD10. All right, it's fine now. Email, and then all right, now we've got the email, and then let's put password. Type is equals to password, and write create your password and required, and then we'll be requiring a submit button. Input type is equals to submit, placeholder, not placeholder, value would be register, and class name would be btn primary, like this. And let's put text center. Now we'll create variables. So const fname, set fname, and use state, like this. And we have fname, then lname, then email and password. So fname, lname, email, and password. Now we'll map the data. So for that, we'll write value fname, and on change, it will be e set fname uc words e dot target dot value. We'll just copy this and we'll paste it here. Value will be lname, and it would be set lname, and email will be, it would be, value will be email and set email, and it will not be UC words, it will be to lower. And then password, in the password also we'll remove the blank spaces. So value password set password, and since we'll remove the blank spaces, so no spaces. And just to avoid double click, we'll just create this. Also we'll create a dynamic value. So btn text, and it will be disabled is equals to is disabled is disabled, disabled is equals to is disabled. All right, now we'll create these two as well. So const btn text set btn text is equals to use state btn text will be register, and const is disabled set is disabled is equals to use state and false. Right, so John Doe and John Doe at gmail.com. Let's say John@123 is the password. John@123. All right, perfect. Now we'll create on submit event. So on submit, handle register. Const handle register is equals to async, so it would be an async function, and e dot prevent default, and let's make the button disabled first. As soon as it is clicked, it's just to avoid double click, so button text will be registering now, and set is disabled will be true. And then we'll use a try catch function. So here it will be alert error, and we'll just set it back to its original state. So that is register, and it will be false. And in try as well, we'll write let response is equals to, we'll use the post function, fetch post, and here we'll use the API. So where is our API? This is this is API users user ID. Okay, so we have already created users here. Now let's create another folder by the name let's say app user. All right, so inside app user we'll create a new file by the name route.js, and here we'll write /API/app user slash, and we will pass our values here. So f name comma l name comma email comma password, and we'll catch the response in JSON format. So response equal to await response dot JSON, and if response dot success, if it is successful, then we'll write alert response dot message, and then we will redirect it to the login page. So for that we'll create const router is equal to use router. Oh, sorry, it's from the next navigation we want. It's from next navigation router, and we'll write router dot push login and router dot refresh. And if it is not successful, uh, then we'll just put an alert message response dot message. We are done now. Let's try to do this. John Doe at gmail.com, john@123. All right, cool. Now we'll go ahead and create the route.js. So for that, first of all, we will call our connect function. So connect with the database. So connect and export async function post request, and we'll capture all the data. So f name, l name, email, and password is equals to await request dot json, and just try to check whether we are able to capture the data in our API route file. So for that, we'll just write return next response dot json. Let's say success is false, and message will be these. Well, let's click on register. All right, so we are able to fetch, or we are able to capture the data in our API route. Now let's just uh, comment it out. So first of all, we'll use a try catch function, and inside this, first of all, we will check whether a user is already registered with this. And yes, before that, we will just create a schema as well, a table schema. So for that, we will go to our utils. Where is it? So here is the utils and schema and user schema. So we will create another file, app user schema dot js. So here we'll write const app user equals to new mongoose. So it should be mongoose, import mongoose from mongoose, not like this. Import mongoose from mongoose, and new mongoose dot schema, and here we have f name that will be a string, l name that will be a string too, and email that will be a string, and password that will be a string. And since guys, we are not going to store our password as plain text in the database, because we need to encrypt it, because this is very confidential. So for that, we will use a third-party dependency. We will open the terminal and we will write npm I bcrypt.js. So the third-party dependency that we are going to use is bcrypt.js. So just hit the enter button and it will install the bcrypt.js. All right, and we can just simply copy it from here. So schema. So instead of user, it will be app user, app users, and let's make it uppercase. App user schema, and mongoose.models.app users, mongoose.models.models app users, and it will be app user schema. So app user schema, and we will now export it app user. All right, Now, first of all, in our route file, we will try to check if someone with the same email exists or not, because we want all the email IDs to be unique in our database. So for that, we'll write const check user is equals to await. Then we'll write await and then app user. We'll call app user and then dot find one, and we'll find it by email. I will put a condition if check user exist, then we will return a next response. Will return a next response. So success will be false and message will be this email is already registered with us. And if check user is false, then we will insert the user in our database. So it's quite easy, just like we did it in the add user form. So if you remember, guys, we in the app user form, what we did is we just created a new user and then we saved it in the database. But here there is one catch. First of all, we will have to hash our password. So that means, I mean, we need to encrypt our password into an unreadable format. So for that, we will use the bcrypt.js. So const, we will write const salt is equals to, so this is a this is a variable we have declared, const salt is equals to await. So since bcrypt.js is also it would be an async function, so we'll write async, we'll write await, and then bcrypt.js, and we'll have to import bcrypt.js dot gen. So first of all, let's import the bcrypt.js. So import bcrypt.js from bcrypt.js. So const salt is equals to await bcrypt.js dot gen salt, and then we'll write 10, and we'll just hash the password now. So const hashed password is equals to await and bcrypt.js dot hash, and then we'll write password. So what we will what we will hash, will hash the password, and we'll use the salt in this format. Now we have got the password as well, hashed password. Now we will create const new app user is equals to new app user. So we'll put f name as f name, l name as l name, email as email, and password as hashed password. And now we'll just write await and then new app user dot save, and then we'll return response, next response dot json. The success will be true, and message will be thank you thank you for registering with us. Please log in now. And let's check whether we are able to get it or not. We'll just go to MongoDB. And then we'll go to database. We'll go to browse collections and let's check. Users. So we have got users, but we have not got the app users over here. There might be some issue. Let's check that out. And here we go. So app user schema.js, import mongoose from mongoose, app user, app users, mongoose.model app user schema. So we had user schema. So none of the names are clashing. It's user, so it's fine. Const app user. App user schema, app user. All right. Okay, now let's go ahead and try to register the user. So thank you for registering with us. Please log in now. Okay. So, all right. So it's redirecting to the login page. Now let's try to register once again with the same name. So with the same email ID. So John Doe at gmail.com, john@123. So this email is already registered with us. All right, perfect. So that's how we do register a user. And let's check the MongoDB as well. And yes, we have got app users. And here, if you check in the app users, we have got John Doe, we have got email, and we have got the hashed password, the encrypted one. All right. So, so that would be all in this video, and we will be learning about login and logout sessions in the next videos. So till then, stay tuned, and thank you so much for your time and have a nice day. Bye-bye.